want to cover classes. So this is how you do a class. You'd have class, my class, and then if there's a superclass, you have the colon, and you would put the name of the superclass. So here we have, all right, a class called shape. We have a side, and it's going to be a double, and in it, think of that as like our constructor. You'd say side is equal to 0 here, and function a get area. And here we're just using a get area. We actually want it to be overridden, but we just put a temporary get area that returns, the arrow is returned. So function get area that returns a double. It's actually a method because it's inside a class. So it's a method called get area, returns a double, and which double? The side. It just returns the side. Now if I print it out, if I went var blob equals shape, here I'm calling the shape class, and I can say print blob.getArea, and it will return the area, which should be 0 because we didn't, the init is setting the side to 0. Now, if we do class shape, then here, there's another way to do it. What if we already knew the side? We don't have to use the init, and we can just say, all right, side is equal to 0.0. If we already know what the side is going to be, you could do it like this, and it's the exact same thing. Now, I have a shape called, I have a square, I have a class called square, which is a subset of shape. So shape is the superset, and here's my superclass, and here's my subclass. So I have a square, which is a subclass of shape, and now I have an init. It's going to take a side and call super.init, although here we actually had removed our init, but that's okay. That's fine because there's a default. So here in this square, we want to initialize. So this is the part I want to talk about. We want to pass in a side, and it's kind of like the constructor, the way you would use a constructor in Java. And you specify the side, and then you say self.side, and that's like saying this. Usually you would say this.side is equal to side. So this is self.side equals side. So when they call it, they're going to pass in the side, and you would say, and then they're already, and then you would say self.side equals side because there already is a side in the superclass. So you'd say self.side equals side. It's the same thing as doing this. Now we want to override, and here we have the override. You want to specifically say that we want to override the get area that's already there, so we want to override the function get area that returns a double, but now we want to do return side multiplied by side because it's a square and the area is side by times side. Now we have a function change, and change, here's change side. So if someone passes it in, it just sets the side to whatever side they specify. Self.side is equal to side, and it just sets it. Now, here, let me get rid of this. All right, I want to get rid of these lines so you can see it better. We have here is the code on one side, and you can see if I did box equals square side 5 and I printed the area, it would be 25, because when you do square side 5, it goes and initializes the side to 5. Then we call get area, it calls the overridden get area, and which is side 5 times 5. If I did the change, I can change it to 4, then do get area, and it would be 16.